what have you found has been the biggest change for yourself over the past 6 months?
I'd say just like the ability to see in my mind like it's possible. Like I've always been pretty fit, but you go ups and downs, but like the actual grind of like making it possible in my head, the plan's been the reason for that. And just clarity of my life. Like, it's pretty easy to just spiral into like drinking every weekend and going hard on the weekends, and then you lose Monday, Tuesday, and then you've got a bit of belly fat, and it's like, it's just, yeah, not the life I wanted to be living. Like my mental clarity is better. Like I think it's really sifted out in my friendships, which ones were healthy as well and which ones were like probably toxic. So,
Mm.
something I should have done a few years earlier, to be honest, but I'm really glad that I've dialed it in for, 5.5 months and like really considering like cutting drink forever, like 5.5 months without it. And I don't miss it, to be honest. So,
Where were you when you kind of started 6 months ago, as a headspace?
yeah, terrible, to be honest. I was coming out of a really frustrating year with my career. I was like going through a breakup at the time. I was terrible, man. I'd like spiraled at the end of last year, drinking heaps. I drank heaps in Australia when I was there over Christmas. And then the show was starting to ramp up and I was like, I need to get my life together. Like, yeah, it's just totally flipped and like definitely, proven that I've changed my life.
What kind of fitness stuff were you doing prior as well?
Yeah, it was definitely around running and footy. And the thing with footy is I was getting super sore because I wasn't, lifting legs and stuff like that. So, yeah, gym was fluctuating, I'd say, just because I wasn't on a program.
What do you reckon prevented you from changing things or not doing this sooner?
I'd say definitely not having like, a strict program to follow. Like I'm a bit of a all-in person. So
Mm.
I found if I didn't have complete like goals to work towards, then it was just a bit like nothing was going to change. And then I'd just say you probably have to bottom out a little bit sometimes to really swing your life. And I had a pretty clear goal this year, and I was like, look, I need to do something, and now's the time to do it. I was down south, and I saw a mate down there, and we like took some pictures on the beach, and I looked so shit, and I was just like, that's not like that's not who I am. That's not like I've always been known as like this good runner and like fit, and it's just like, nah, that's not good enough. So it was
Mm.
probably that, I reckon, like seeing pictures and being like,
What do you reckon would have happened if you never took the bet on yourself?
I don't know, Like I think if I didn't like commit, I don't know. It's a pretty slippery slope, particularly in somewhere like New York where there's so many stimulants around and people and things to do and things to take and all of that. Like it's a dangerous place. That's why so many people leave. So yeah, probably would have bottomed out even further, which is no good for me, my family, my friends. I would have lost friends, would have lost definitely lost the relationship. So
Mm.
yeah.